Are you a curious child and want to do something extra beyond your school curriculum because you love science and math? So this video is for you because in today's video I'm going to give you grade-wise roadmap from grade 6 to 10th along with the targeted exam in each year. Hello everyone, I am your Nidhi ma'am, a mentor who believes in you before you believe in yourself. And yes, your future self sent me to find you. So let us start the session where I'm going to tell you grade wise what you are supposed to do to have a very strong foundation, and that will help you to ultimately achieve your goals. So let us start. Let us start from grade 6th, the curiosity year, I will say. The year where curiosity is more than the competition. You are curious, you want to know things, you want to explore things, right? The awakening year, I'll call it. So just build a habit of reading extra beyond your school curriculum around science, any topic, science topic that entices you, that makes you feel more interested, that you enjoy reading. So just pick that topic that might not be aligned with your school syllabus or your school curriculum, but any science topic that you find really exciting, interesting, that you can pick and start reading around it, right? And start reading books specific to science, the scientists, the discoveries. Of course, you can go through your NCERT also. That will help you in your school exam indeed. And as per the latest pattern, the NCERTs are really good. The curiosity books that NCERT launched, they are really good, my dear students. So those NCERT will definitely help you to give you food of thought, to develop your thinking capability. So you can read NCERTs, you can read extra science related books, right? Just do the mental aptitude things, mental math sort of things, solve puzzles. That will, make you more excited towards maths and the numbers. So fall in love with the numbers in this year and try to understand the concept behind. Always be curious. Ask why it is happening, why that is not happening. At times when you ask so many questions to your parents or the teachers in your school, that feel bit irritating and they might repel you sometime. Why you are asking so many questions? At times they might not be, able to give you the right answer that you are looking for, but still keep up the spirit, my dear students, because that why questions are going to build a strong base for you, because that why is the most important rather than knowing what. Yes, and also 6th grade is the best year to start taking your Olympiad exams seriously. So just start giving SOF, NSO, IMO exam. You can easily register through schools. Just make yourself exposed to those Olympiad exams. The best year to start your exposure to all these exams, right? So just understand every concept of your textbook, not just cram it for your school marks. Try to understand it. Try to ask why. Look for the explanation. Be more curious. Yes, in this year. So your grade 6 is the awakening year for all of you. Now, when you are in, grade 7th, what you will do? So now start putting the bricks on your foundation, the building year we'll call it, right? So what you can do now, you can focus more towards, doing better in Olympiads, be it NSO for science or IMO for maths. Master the, very basic core fundamental topics of science like, cell in biology, atoms, chemical changes in chemistry, motion in physics. So just get the introduction of these topics and try to explore them more. Get into these topics. These are the core subject topics where you should start your, science with. And if I talk about maths, have a strong, hold of algebra, ratio, fraction, get a clarity on these things. Yes, so in maths, that should be the focus. And try to make a strict routine for you. Not a, long sitting hour, I'm saying. Just make sure that you start developing a habit of sitting every day, 45 minutes. In those 45 minutes, you are doing something extra which is nothing to do with your, school homework, extra in science and maths. And that 45 minutes, just fix any time, right? Whenever you are free, available every day, and just fix that slot. And every day, those 45 minutes you are spending either solving some exciting problems in science and math or reading something related to the core concepts of science. As I said, the concept I just explained, right? and started to know more about JEE NEET exam. Explore. I'm not saying academically, but yes, what mindset is required, what exam pattern is, what up to what level you are supposed to prepare for these exams. What topics are the building blocks of each subject that you should master on. So just try to get on the realities, the strategies to crack such exams. That will definitely help you to explore more, to know more, and that is the whole purpose of having a strong base. Again, why is very important in grade 7. You should participate with more focus on NSO, IOM and start preparing. Start, looking yourself giving IOQM, SCHSS exam in future, because from grade 8 you will be eligible for all these exams. So this is the building year. The main part of this year is core concept that you should focus on, like 1 to core concepts in each subject, along with a schedule, a routine of spending every day 45 minutes extra. That's it. Just make it a habit and that will make all the difference. Now let's move to grade 8, kids. Yes, this is the most important grade where toppers separate themselves. Till 7th, everyone is same, honestly, whether you believe it or not. 8th is the most important, crucial year, because here is the, that change will happen. Toppers will make them separate from others. Yes, so the turning point year we'll call it. So your grade 8th is the turning point year, guys. So now physics, as I said, motion, force, pressure, sound, like get more clarity on these things. Not just cramming the formula, not just, rote knowledge based, learning the equations or the definition. Just try to get hold of these concepts. Go more deeper. Build an understanding. Same atoms, molecules, reaction. Try to understand these things at a deeper level, not just superficially. In chemistry, in biology, cell, tissues, microorganism, reproduction. These are the main highlighted topics that you should put all the focus on. And maths, because now you are in grade 8th, you will be eligible for Maths Olympiad, IOQM. You can start exploring solving problems related to IOQM. You should start targeting, this exam if you are really interested in Maths Olympiad, IOQM exam. Now, other exams that you should be, targeting seriously in this year, because more number of exam other than your school you will give, more exposure you will have. It's not about cracking the exam. It's about experiencing the exam, exploring the exam. And while exploring and experiencing, you learn a lot that will help you in your future growth, right? So IOQM exam, SCHSS exam, that is a newly introduced exam. So if you're in grade 8, it has science, it has maths, both at a competitive level. It will give you a good exposure. Another is NSTSC exam, again a very good exam to participate in. So just make sure that you are participating in these exams. No, it will not be overwhelming. I'm not saying 5-6 hours daily you should be spending preparing for these exams. No, again 1 hour daily practice, that is sufficient, but make sure that you are participating, you are taking the experience of all these exams. It's not about just math, science, physics, chemistry, biology. It is more about your temperament, exam temperament, how you deal with the situation, panic situation, how you deal with the unknown, unseen problems, not just the school textbook problems, right? In a time constrained manner, how you manage time between different subjects. That is the art that you should learn with time. You cannot, master this art overnight. You cannot expect yourself in 11th and you will be able to manage 3 subjects in a given time frame. No, that will not happen overnight, my dear kids. So just start preparing, training yourself on exam skills, the exam temperament, the time management, right? Giving your best when it is required. So definitely appear in as many exams as possible. So start preparing to crack one of the toughest exam, NSCGS exam, Junior Science Olympiad, because if you are in 8th, your eligibility DOB allows you are eligible in 8th to appear in this NSCGS exam, Junior Science Olympiad, the first stage of NSCGS. a very good exam. I will say this exam is just like the replica of JEE and NEET level, just in the grades are different. 8, 9 usually students are giving this exam, right? So this is, you can say, the trailer for your future JEE and NEET exam. So don't just pass exam, own the concept, own the subjects, master topics, the fundamental topics. Yes, that will, save a lot of energy in grade 11th. So all these exams you should be targeting in grade 8th. Again, NSO that you have been targeting from grade 6th or earlier grades also. Next is IOQM, then is NSTAC, then is, SCHSS exam and NSTGS if you are ready. Now the grade 9. Grade 9, build the speed, losing the depth, right? So you can build the speed without losing the depth. This is the momentum year. The year you will gain the momentum. Yes, this is the year where you should push yourself. Till 8th, you are like going easy peasy, doing extra, pursuing your interest also. But this is the year when you should start thinking clearly, focusing clearly on, cracking the top ranks. I will say the momentum here, that will give you the real momentum towards your journey towards JEE and NEET. Yes, so definitely NCERT should be thorough with the concept clarity, no shortcut, no summary videos. Focus on NSCGS exam. Try to crack this exam. Give your best to crack this exam. If you start preparing for this exam now seriously with your heart, this is the best year of foundation that will turn out to be, right? Because it has maths, it has physics, it has chemistry, it has biology, maths indirectly involved in physics in NSCGS exam. So just push yourself. Tell yourself that yes, I'm going to crack this exam this year. However tough it is. SCHS exam, again target this exam. It has all the subjects, physics, chemistry, maths and biology. Try to crack this exam. Get into the camp stage in this exam, right? And of course, IOQM exam, the other stages you should be giving. Yes, and discipline. Definitely that is most important thing that I'm going to tell you, the discipline part. So weekly revision habit should be there. Have a proper schedule now. Have a disciplined schedule now, guys. Yes, subject-wise timetable should be there. Now start making an efforts that you should be disciplined in your approach. It should not be the case one day you are studying 5 hours and the next 5 days you are not studying at all. So just make it a habit, make it a schedule that this time you are supposed to sit and study. Yes. So grade 9 decide whether grade 11 feels like a revision or like a starting point. So this 8th and 9th grade, that will make the whole of the difference. Yes. So choose wisely, my dear students. So targeted exam for this is NSCGS, SCHSS, of course IOQM, NSO. Target should be on clearing NSCGS, IOQM, SCHSS exam. Be very clear in the, target, because NSCGS exam, one of the toughest, as I said, eligibility is very strong. Date of birth, class, both matters. So just make sure whenever you are eligible, all energies in. And last year, grade 10th, the launch pad year, because this is the last year you are going to enter, before you are entering the true blue journey of JEE and NEET. Yes, so prove it, launch it, own it. The grade 10th, of course, board exam pressure is there, but I'm sure if you have passed your initial years, 7th, 8th, 9th in a proper way, that load will be eased out. So grade 10th, score well in boards with confidence. Do not juggle here and there whether I should target boards or I should go extra. Both are manageable. Don't try to decide on anything that should I focus on boards or should I focus on something extra. Both are quite manageable. All the JEE NEET toppers, they did really pretty well in their boards, right? Crack SCHS exam. If you're eligible for NSCGS in 10th also, then you can definitely, focus on that as well. So NCERT, grade 10, science, maths, thoroughly done. JEE NEET, formally, you should, start doing as per JEE NEET perspective, the topics. And of course, build grade 11 preparation plan, because you are in the launch pad year. So you should know your strategy ahead. You should be confident enough when you enter 11th. You should have a smooth transition from 10th to 11th, right? So just try to leave class 10th with a more confidence, with more, determination to crack JEE and NEET ahead. Of course, these exams you can target again in this year. So if you spend your 6th to 10th wisely, toppers are not built in 11th. They are built from grade 6. So just make sure the 6th to 10th journey, you should, spend wisely, focusing on your target, building a very strong foundation without getting exhausted. You should start enjoying the subjects. 6 to 8 are those years, either you fear the subject science and maths or you'll fall in love. So just make sure the second thing happens, right? So I have told you in this video that what is your 5-year plan from grade 6 to 10th, right guys? So you can see your 5-year plan here, the summary, your complete metrics, how you should take the flight, right? The flight trajectory with a single mission. Grade 6, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, and I hope this video will give you a direction to go ahead, to move ahead and to conquer the world. Thank you so much, and do not forget to write your grade in which year of this flight trajectory you are presently in and which exam you are targeting this year, right? So do not forget to write in the comment. Do like, share and subscribe if you are a 6th grader or a 10th grader. This is very important for you. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grader, this is something really important that you should, focus on. You should spend your time on so that the future ahead is smooth, easy and, joyful. Thank you so much. Keep learning, keep growing, guys.